Your most accurate local forecast starts now with meteorologist Brett Thakara.
Well, good morning, everybody. It's great to be with you poolside again here as summer gets set to wind down. We only have 2 more weeks left. This is our finale here in our backyard pool, and next week we wrap up summer at Crystal Pools and their big pool, and we say goodbye to another poolside Friday summer. But it has been fabulous thanks to all of you, and we've really jam-packed the pool this morning with all of the things that you've sent us, and we're so grateful for that. Let's get into the forecast. We had quite a wallop yesterday. Once again, there was another round of severe weather across our region. The Doppler radar is quiet this morning, but I want to go back and we're going to take a look because it seemed to me we did have a tornado warning last night in parts of Lancaster County, but the bigger deal, probably the flash flooding that took place across the region. You can see here where the heaviest rain was located, which was parts of Mount Gretna area up into northern Lancaster County. Meanwhile, western spots and parts of Adams County just completely whiffed yesterday. The average accumulation for the entire viewing area was around 3/4 of an inch of rain. But I want to zoom in on that one spot here in parts of northern Lancaster and southern Lebanon County, and you can see they got over 6 inches of rain yesterday. It was an intense flash flooding situation there to the east of Cornwall and to the west of Denver. So that was the area that was ground zero for some of the heaviest rain that we saw yesterday. And Ephrata, right along there, they were also part of the area that was in that tornado warning last evening, I believe. It was another day of nasty weather, but calming down this morning. You can see the roads there are wet. And temperature-wise, it is still warm this morning with numbers in the 60s, but I'll tell you what, it doesn't feel warm outside here in the backyard pool. It's breezy at times. There's a little breeze kicking around, and it's a little bit chilly. Temperatures are cooling down, though. From yesterday, we're about 5 degrees cooler than what we were to start Thursday, and we are less muggy. That I can tell you. Dew points are down. They were near 70 yesterday afternoon. We had those storms develop, and now dew points in the low to mid-60s. So it's not quite fall-like, but it is much cooler. We had a high of 85 yesterday. The airport picking up 4/10 of an inch of rain. So that helps the deficit go back below 6 inches, which is a good thing. This is a look at Millersburg this morning. Again, much quieter. There are areas of fog around. Temperatures today will be in the low 80s, and it is going to be less humid. It's going to feel so much better here today and tomorrow. Now that we've kicked the storminess out, we expect sunshine. We expect it to be less humid. High pressure will keep the weather pretty nice, I think, throughout the entire weekend. So let's show you that. Dinner on the grill tonight should be just fine. Again, these summer days and nights are dwindling, so if you're firing up the grill and want to get back outside here before maybe the kids go back to school next week, do it. Look at that. Beautiful. Temperatures around 80 degrees and sunshine. Now, we will have to contend with clouds and fog for several hours, probably through lunchtime in some spots before we get clearing, and then we'll see a mostly sunny afternoon. Saturday looks like a very nice day. Comfortable, sunny, temperatures around 80 degrees tomorrow. And then Sunday, I know we keep mentioning the chance for a stray shower, and I think it is a chance, but I think it's a very low chance. You can see there's some showers perhaps by the afternoon popping up, but most of us, I think, will stay dry on Sunday with just a few clouds here from time to time. Temperatures in the low 80s today. It will be warm this afternoon, but comfortable. Tonight, I think we dip into the 50s. Should be a great night to open your windows and let some of the stuffiness of the house out from the last couple of days. And then tomorrow, temperatures near 80. It looks like a very, very nice Saturday. The extended outlook will show, again, I don't think a lot of rain is coming in the 7-day forecast. Remember, we're going to get a building ridge next week. I think a couple of stray showers Sunday, maybe a stray thunderstorm here by next Wednesday and Thursday. But that's really about it as that ridge sort of takes hold here. It does start to break down by the middle to ending part of next week. But after a cool, comfortable weekend, Sunday and Monday will be warmer, and then the 90s start to take hold here by the middle of next week. You can see that expanding ridge really just starts to take over once September starts next week. So will we see highs in the 90s again? I think we will. I think Sunday and Monday are in the upper 80s. Probably a heat wave next week during the middle part of the week with temperatures around 90 degrees. So 83 today, morning clouds and fog will take a while to burn off, and then some sunshine this afternoon. Tonight, down into the 50s, partly cloudy to mostly clear. It is going to cool off too, and then the weekend looks pretty nice. Again, maybe a stray shower on Sunday and a couple of storms next week, but I think the heat is going to be the biggest story with temperatures around 90 here for 3 days at least. Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of next week. Well, it's hard to think about football season when we're still talking about the Phillies and, of course, baseball. But football season starts this weekend. It's week 0. Bill Belichick starts his second year at North Carolina as he goes over to Dublin. I think he's going to get a little wet. Dan Tomaso and I break down some week 0 games in college football and more on this week's Weather Wagers.
We like food, but we also may have to raise a Guinness this week.
Yeah, because we're headed to Dublin.
There's nothing in here, by the way, other than water. Let's just get that on the record.
Everybody, you sure about that?
Yeah, I'm sure about that.
Saturday, okay, noon. Get your lawn chores done because everybody is going to want to see Bill Belichick head to TCU. And here are the lines of that.
Wow.
TCU is favored by 7.5. The over-under is 46.5. Is there any thought here that North Carolina is competitive in this game? Because
Absolutely.
Oh, really?
Absolutely.
I don't think so at all.
I think a lot of screwy things happen when you go across the pond. Remember, the field conditions were terrible last year.
Yeah, that's a good point.
All the players talked about it.
Yep.
So, yes, this game could be very close.
And we do expect some weather. We're going to get into that, right?
And how do we feel about this game if somehow Bill pulls it out?
Well, that's what I think we need to see because we don't know a lot about TCU.
No, we don't.
They're going to be breaking in a new
Sonny
quarterback.
Dykes.
But Sonny Dykes has won games each of the past 2 years. He was just a few years removed from the national championship game. I think he's going to be prepared. And let's be honest, Bill Belichick doesn't have anybody left. His GM was suspended.
His son
is on medical leave. And they really had no talent there to begin with. I mean, they simply screwed up from the get-go. So I think I would lay 17 points with TCU.
Okay.
All right, maybe tease it up a little bit.
Okay.
But I'm definitely taking them, okay? Now, the next one, San Jose State at USC. The reason to watch this game is to simply get a first look at Lincoln Riley's team. Can they cover this 38.5-point spread?
It's a big number.
And here, speaking of NBC, they've got this game. It's at the Coliseum. I mean, we get a look at Maeva. We get a look at this new-look defense with Gary Patterson. Yep. I think they should roll here pretty easily.
If they don't, it might be somewhat concerning. Go back to Penn State in the non-con last year.
Right. You can listen and watch Weather Wagers wherever you get your podcasts. ABC 27 News Plus app has it. We're on YouTube. And again, you can listen here this week. We've got a fun preview for you, and I do think Bill Belichick is going to get wet over in Dublin, Ireland. That game is going to be a mess, as it usually is. But our weather looking good for the weekend. We have more Daybreak. It rolls on right after this.